After almost 30 years in the female healthcare industry, I realized that there's a missing step in the whole fertility process. Right now, we usually start with home monitoring, and then we segue into medicated time intercourse, intrauterine insemination. And when those don't work, then all of a sudden there's this leap to what we call IVF. And what IVF has become is multiple injections, general anesthesia to take the eggs out, taking something called ICSI, taking the sperm and injecting it directly into the egg, pushing these embryos multiple days outside of the human body, biopsying these embryos, freezing these embryos, and then returning them in the body in an artificial cycle where the body's inundated with lots of synthetic hormones. And this does work, but it's not absolutely necessary for everybody. And what we've found is that there is this missing step, what we call low complexity IVF, that will actually be able to help many women without all those additional add-ons. In low complexity IVF, we don't need the injections. It's primarily oral medicines. The eggs are taken out under local anesthesia, as opposed to you having to be asleep under general anesthesia. The eggs are fertilized naturally to create embryos, where you're just placing the sperm on the egg and let nature determine what the best sperm is. And we're not pushing the embryos to grow outside of the human body for multiple days. On the second or third day, we're returning these embryos back into the body, and we're letting nature dictate a lot of this. And it may not be for all women, but for a certain group of women, this will work at a significant lower cost with significant less side effects and risks. Now, who are these women? Well, typically we're looking at women who are younger, 38 or younger. We're looking at women who've never failed IVF in the past. They really have no obvious history of problems. They've obviously have been difficulty conceiving through natural intercourse. A classic example would be if a woman has been diagnosed with tubal problems and is unable to get pregnant naturally because her tubes just don't function. This would be a perfect situation for low complexity IVF.